Wildcats, what's up? I'm Bobbi Mehlhorn. On this edition of Sit Down on the Hill, I'm here with our new head football coach, Matt LeZotte. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Bobbi. Been looking forward to it for a while.
Happy to be here.
Very happy to be here.
So, I want to start with a little bit of your background so people from Richmond Hill know where you come from. So, I know you were a 3-time captain at James Madison and a 3-time starting quarterback there, right?
True.
Okay. So, and I know you were head football coach at
Aquinas,
yes.
in Augusta.
Yes, and so I know once you got there, ever since 1957, right? Yes. They only had 7 winning seasons, and then once you got there, you turned their whole entire program around, and ever since you left, they've had 5 winning seasons, and right when you left them, they actually won a state title against Calvary Day, 2013.
Yes. Yeah. It was it was a unique experience taking over a program that had never been successful before. Not a whole lot of expectations for that program, but I had a group of guys that believed that we could win there, and we started building it off of a belief, and it was a unique experience in that they had never won before, never had 3 winning seasons in a row, and so we had to teach them how to win games, how to win close games, how to finish games, and it created a mindset. But the belief started in the off-season training, pushing the guys to the limit, allowing them to reach new goals, teaching them how to set goals. It all plays into the program development. But it was it's great to have seen where the program's gone. You know, I'm a little soft talking about the state championship they won. You know, but when I stood up and told them I was leaving, I told them, hey, y'all going to win a state championship, and it hurts me to leave, but you know, I've got to make decisions based on my family, and that's kind of how the ball's rolled since I've left. But you know, James has done a great job with them, and glad to have been a major player in that.
I know your huge thing is leadership. Obviously, you're a 3-time captain. You love leadership. Did you see some boys on that team step up and become great leaders? Is that? Do you think that's what maybe pushed them a little bit more? Because some of them stepped up and was like, hey, we are going to win a state title. Even though he's leaving, we still have this team. It's still a team. It's a huge program. It wasn't just your team. It was the team.
The whole program. You know, the year that I left, we graduated 3 seniors, and so I knew a good crop was coming back, and it was leadership. And I think they had something to prove, and they may have been trying to prove it to me, try to prove it to themselves that they're the reason that they got there and were successful. They did a great job doing it. It's amazing the role that leadership plays in the success of a program, and the lack thereof in the failure of a program. And so that's one thing that we're going to be looking for here at Richmond Hill, getting to know these guys and who's going to step up and be a leader, who's going to say the things that and make the difficult decisions that are tough. You know, there's an easy wrong and a hard right, and who's going to choose to do the hard right? And those are typically the leaders. And people like to be like to follow a strong leader, and hopefully we can have a few guys that step up to their role.
Yeah. And I know you had, of course, a winning team at Wayne. You were assistant coach there. So, you know, you built a whole entire program. Then you had a winning team at Wayne. And last season, Richmond Hill Wildcats went 2-8. So what drove you to come to Richmond Hill? I know you had to have had other job offers, but how did you decide that this is where you wanted to be?
Well, I tell you, it's been a difficult off season. Very easy once the job was offered, and yes, there were a few other players, but this is a unique situation and opportunity. And I spoke to folks throughout this area of the state that knew more about Richmond Hill football than I did, and about the potential. And you know, and there were some folks that questioned, you know, why would you leave this to go to this? You know, I really wanted to be a head coach again. but I'm a firm believer in my ability to build a program. And I think the students of Richmond Hill, the community of Richmond Hill, deserve to have a sustaining program. You know, I don't want to build a football team. I want to build a sustaining program that we can put a product on the field that everyone can be proud of, win or lose, that is doing things the correct way. And I don't see that there's any reason that Richmond Hill can't become a state powerhouse, and that is the goal.
For sure. I've lived here my whole entire life. I've grown up in Richmond Hill, and Richmond Hill, the football game, it's like a political thing. Everyone, if you are someone in Richmond Hill, you are at that football game every Friday night. And growing up, we weren't that good, right? No one wanted to go to the football game. Once Guy got here, everyone went. Everyone loved Guy. And ever since Guy, it has been the thing to go to. And it's a community. It's not just the school. The people who go, they don't have to have children in the school. It's something to go to. They go to it. And so this football team, it's not just the school. It's the community. And, I know you're looking at moving out here. And, whenever you go to the grocery store on Sunday afternoon, you're not gonna be able to leave until about 3 hours later, because you're gonna see all these people and they're gonna want to talk to you, ask you about how's practice going, how are the guys looking, But I hope you're excited for that, you're ready for that. And
well, that's what I love about being a head coach, and part of that is explaining the process in which we do things, and there's a why behind everything that we do, and it's exciting to be part. Wayne County and Aquinas both were very tight communities, and that's another thing with Richmond Hill that made it attractive, is getting back into that tight-knit community, not being in a large city school where the folks may be coming from a lot of different directions. But that's we have meetings on Sunday afternoon, so I don't know how many folks I'll be talking to in the grocery store on Sunday afternoon, but it's exciting to be part of it. I want to put a product on the field that everyone can be proud of, and we're going to bring an exciting brand of football to Richmond Hill. And there are a lot of rumors going around about what we're going to do with this and that, and I'm excited to show the guys the brand that we're going to play and how we're going to play, and how we're going to have to redo the scoreboard to have 3 number columns instead of 2, because we're going to score so much. And it's really exciting, and I'm excited for everyone to become part of that, and to be in the stands cheering us on.
Have you been able to look at any film and see what you're kind of working with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what are your ideas of what are you going to do with our offense and our defense? What are some things that you're going to want to work on in spring football and stuff like that?
Well, part of offensive philosophy. There are 2 things in football that have never changed: blocking and tackling. You've got to be very good at both of them. But part of my offensive philosophy is the fact that you're able to attack a defense's parts, and spread them out and attack the parts, rather than being close and have a defense as a whole. So we spread it out, find a weakness in the defense, and try to exploit it. Very rare in high school football that you line up and all 11 are Division I athletes. There are players that are stronger and weaker than others, so you try to find the mismatches and exploit it. Defensively, try to put them in a situation, make sure that they get lined up correctly and able to tackle. Keep everything in front and tackle, and force teams to put together long drives, and be very aggressive. And we're gonna tackle a lot. We're gonna block a lot, and we're gonna work on our effort and our execution. And if we're very good at those 4 things, it will result in wins.
You said something about D1 athletes. Not everyone's a D1 athlete, but have you had any D1 athletes? Any of your players signed D1?
I have. I've got a few guys playing major college football right now. At Wayne, we've got guys all over the country.
Really?
At Aquinas, we've got guys all over the South, Georgia Southern Citadel, University of Georgia, Ole Miss, guys that have played football at Mercer, and so that's a big thing for me is to try to provide an opportunity for those guys to play on the next level.
Yeah.
I don't want a guy that wants to work hard, wants to sell out, wants to pursue a football career. It may not be at the University of Georgia, but my goal will be to find them a place. And it's exciting to be there on that day when they decide where they're going to go and decide to commit the next 4 to 5 years of their life towards an education. And it's a big time decision, and it's exciting to be part of that.
Yeah. Do you kind of feel like if you've had them like since they were a freshman or something, that like they're kind of like a piece of you, like you helped him be like the player that he is? So like I bet like that is just a great feeling that you're watching someone that you've helped go and do such amazing things. It is,
and it's not even guys that were freshmen coming up. You know, I feel like as soon as I enter a guy's life, you know, I become attached to them, and they become my guy.
Yeah.
And you know, and I love the kids, and you know, as much of an impact as I may have on them as a coach, they have that same kind of impact on me as a teacher, as a coach, as a husband, as a father. There are a lot of things that go into play, and so I'm very grateful for that from them. And so anything that I can do to give back to them, it's why I got into doing this job. I did pharmaceutical sales for 2 years right out of college, and had a very, very good lifestyle. But something was missing. There was a hole, some void, and I decided to get into teaching and coaching because I've made a ton of bad decisions in my life. And, you know, maybe I can be able to relate to these teenagers and allow them to make good choices, to live a good quality life, and I love doing it, and hanging out with these guys on the football field, being around them so much is you end up playing a major role in that.
Yeah.
But like I said, they play a major role in who I am as a person also.
I know you said earlier that you make all of your decisions now off of your family. You have a little girl, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so are they excited about coming to Richmond Hill? Are they looking forward to it? They want to be a part of the community? They're excited?
Very excited. Yeah. And Lucy doesn't know any better, but my wife Lindsay is very excited. And you know, we're eager to get over here. So anybody that knows of a house for sale or house for rent, you know, let me know. But very excited, and we've got a baby on the way, and so our family is growing, and we're eager to grow our family in Richmond Hill and to be part of this community.
Yeah, no, it's a great community. It's a beautiful place to live. I'm so like lucky that I've been able to grow up here because it's awesome. And growing up in such a tight-knit community, you know, some people call us Rumor Hill or whatever. Well, we're a small town, so I don't think we're Rumor Hill, but I just think we're all kind of family. You know, everyone knows everyone. So, well, I have some pictures here that I want to show you. These are some pictures of our student section from last year.
Oh my! They don't have that on the huddle film.
So this was our neon game. This game actually got rained out, but students were here until like 11, like waiting in the gym for it to be called back on.
Were the coaches rocking neon on the sideline?
They weren't.
We might have to do that this year. Get some neon glasses.
Okay, I like it. And this was our camo against Effingham. But see, this was our 2-8 season.
Yes.
And the student body, we were still there for our team no matter what. So I think it's really important that no matter what happens, like we will be there standing right beside you. Like we'll be there no matter what.
Well, that means a lot. You know, I get chill bumps thinking, you can see them on my leg. They you know, and it means a lot to me, but you know, the 11 guys that are playing on the field at that time are their peers in the school building, and those guys put in a lot of hard work, and I know it means a lot to those guys out there on the field to have the support, because it's not Richmond Hill football, it is Richmond Hill High School.
Yeah.
and we're a small piece of the large picture. And so we're going to build this Richmond Hill thing as much as we can.
Yeah.
And put Richmond Hill on the map to stay.
Yeah.
And everyone will know who Richmond Hill is.
Well, I think we have some great things coming for us, and I think everyone's going to be so happy that you're here, and it was great talking to you today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, one of the last things that to the student section and to the student body, you know, you've got to be allergic to average.
Got to be allergic to average.
You've got to be allergic to average. And so let's start today.
Thank you for joining us for a Sit Down on the Hill with Matt LeZotte. See you later, Wildcats.